What if a child, years after they died, not in a grave, not in a memorial, but standing inside a museum exhibit, on public display, no warning, no consent, no goodbye? This is the heartbreaking story of a mother who unknowingly came face to face with her son, years after losing him, and the shocking mistake that made it possible. In 2025, a story began spreading across the internet that left people stunned and deeply disturbed. It wasn't about crime, it wasn't about science, it was about something far more unsettling. What happens when bureaucracy fails and human dignity gets lost in the process? Because for one mother, a simple clerical error changed everything. Christopher Todd Eric was only 23 years old when he tragically died in Arizona following a severe mental health crisis. Like many families, his mother, Kim Smith, was listed as his emergency contact, but she never received a call, never received a warning, and never got the chance to say goodbye. Due to a paperwork error, Christopher was mistakenly recorded as unclaimed, and that single mistake set off a chain of events no family should ever experience. When a body is labeled unclaimed, authorities follow specific procedures, but in this case, Christopher's remains were transferred elsewhere. His body underwent a process called plastination, a preservation technique used for anatomical study and public exhibitions. Eventually, his preserved body became part of a traveling anatomical exhibit, displayed publicly, viewed by thousands of strangers, all without his mother's all without his mother ever knowing. Years later, while watching a news segment about a museum exhibition in Las Vegas, Kim Smith froze. Something felt wrong. The figure shown on screen looked familiar, too familiar. As she watched closer, a horrifying realization began to form. The body being displayed looked exactly like her son. Imagine that moment, recognizing someone you love, not alive, not remembered, but exhibited. What followed was shock, grief, and outrage. Kim claims she was never informed of her son's death, never gave consent for his body to be used. Now, she is pursuing legal action to bring her son home and ensure he receives a proper burial. Her fight isn't personal. She wants reforms in how unclaimed bodies are handled, so no other family experiences the same nightmare. The case sparked a nationwide debate. Where is the line between science and consent? Between education and human dignity? Anatomical exhibitions aim to teach and inspire curiosity about the human body. But critics argue that transparency and verified consent must come first, because behind every specimen was once a living person, a family, a story. For Kim Smith, this isn't about controversy. It's about closure, about bringing her son home, and about ensuring that no parent ever discovers their child in such a devastating way again. Sometimes, the most terrifying stories aren't fiction. They are the ones that happen because of a single mistake.